What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the market watch. So this is Wednesday. We're gonna see what cards are spicily going up, what's going down, maybe make some power plays. Let's see what we can do, shall we? So we have Shine Greymond Burst Mode. Somebody is buying them. Someone went up and paid $200 in the last couple days. You know, last week actually, let's say. And then somebody was buying it in the hundreds. Right now, it's sitting at $220 for the red background, so the highest rarity version. So, I don't know if this is going to be a normal trend with this card, but at the moment it is on buyout, and it's kind of crazy to see. Let's see what Europe side's looking at. 130 euros, 140, 150, 200. Yeah, you guys are kind of in the same boat. You had, looks like, no sales though since like last year though, so when the set kind of really dropped. So 0701 is kind of the last time it sold, so you guys aren't really showing any tractions. Do I think this card needs to be bought? Probably not. Defensive Training Blast Ace, kind of good to see that it went down for a little bit, but now it's starting to be bought again, and people are paying like $5 to $6, but you're kind of in a decent range. At least we have a good couple copies at $6. If you guys need it, probably pick it up, but I have a feeling like we're going to get the same thing treatment as the Mem Boosts. We're going to get a few alternate arts anyway, so don't go too ham on this, because eventually these will be the lowest variables. Europe side looking like €4.70, €5, €6. Then we have Wisdom Training. So this one's going up as well. After it did a little bit of cool off, it's starting to be bought again because we're getting closer and closer to Nats. Starting to touch $9. Europe side looking like €6 to about €8 pretty quickly, and then jumps right to 10 very fast. You know, purple is going to be one of the better decks of the format. Duraman Ace promotional, the promo 1114. So this card is showing some more traction. It's going up. This is just because of hype and generalization, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. There's something in the works that I've been seeing on the online simulator of a kind of like Megazoo-esque deck that eventually I'll probably showcase once I figure out what's going on with it and if it has a good testing rating. But this is seeing play in that deck, but it's also just being Duraman Ace as well. So we'll have to see what goes on. I'm kind of interested. Sitting at $20 is kind of expensive though. Europe's looking like 12s to 16s pretty quickly. You guys kind of just jump all the way up to 20s, and you kind of just have plenty of stock at least. Magnamon Alterar versus Royal Knight BT13. Showing some trend. People are paying $80, so this might be a good time if you guys are having it listed probably in the 70 range, and you'll definitely make some good headway. There's only 3 listings left, but they're at 444s. So this is seeing play in the yellow vaccine deck, which is basically Magnamon tribal here with Patamon, and then you just go Magna shenanigans. Europe side looking like €71.95, jumps up to 73, then 75 pretty quickly, and just keeps going from there. And then just a complete jump to 100. Then we have War Greymond Blast Ace BT14. So this one's at $6.12, and there's some traction. Some people are buying pieces here and there, just little by little. You know, it is going up. So just keep that on your radar, especially since he was kind of dirt cheap in the beginning. You know, he's kind of just been in the $6 range for a good while. Europe side looking like €6.40, €8 to €9 pretty quickly. But going down, good to see on Europe side. Skull Nightmon, just wanting to be an expensive card. These should, I really hope that we get these more consistently, but I really hope that we get these anniversary survey packs and stuff like that in our event packs for going to locals, because it would flood the market where we need it, and that's huge. So we want to definitely see it flooded in the market, because cards like this should never be expensive. So even if you put a couple crappy cards in the mix, it's just fine. Europe side looking like €12 to €20. And going up, I don't know what deck is really playing him. If you're saying Dark Nightmon's really going for him, then fine. Momon Resurgence Booster, still proving that the set isn't really that much worth it, but a rare that's at like $7 and trying to hold it. I mean, if you guys have this, make some profit if you really aren't planning on playing Mumsy in BT16. Europe side looking like €4 to €8 to 9, jumps up pretty quickly. Gammon Alterer from versus Royal Knights, $50. I'm kind of tapping here. The reason for this is that a lot of decks centric around the graveyard. So if you even are playing SetCon, you play this at 2. Gammon can probably handle purple decks a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be that meta defining to see Gammon, but we always hope that Gammon can do something in the format. So $50, 65s. Yeah, this is expensive. If you guys want a max rarity Gallant, good luck. Gammon on the Europe side looking like €6, 15 cents, 90s pretty quickly. Yeah, that's crazy. Goes to 100. Whew. Alphamon or ukan mode going down, at least cooling off some more. So we're at $11. It's not really that competitive of a deck, but there's new support that's coming that doesn't really change up the deck that much, but we'll have to see. I think Alphamon's just having fun here. So yeah, let it cool down. Europe side looking like 10s to 18s. Not terrible. Hawkmon promo finally getting listings back on market, and some crazy goose paid $20 a pop. I know Sylphimon's going to be a good deck. Is it going to be competitively viable? Probably not, because Sylphie's usually on the low end, and it's already proving as of yesterday that it only had one top in JP so far. So just know that's happening. There's €8 to €12. Then Ukamon here, $20. I wouldn't pay $20 for this. Just wait for the set drop in May, I think. We'll get these, so just keep that in mind. Europe side looking like €6 to €8. Gabumon X Antibody finally just getting down from that. There was some listings at 18, but we're kind of in the 30s still. We do have this 20. Let's see if we can add it. Okay, add in. You can snag this for $20. I recommend snagging that for $20. Europe side looking like €14, 50 cents, €20, plenty there. Then goes to 25 to 30s really quick. Not many listings as well. Ophanimon falldown mode, kind of cooling off. This card had a little spike, a little bit, like $2 bump. You know, back in November, it was in the 20s, then went up like $2 over time, and now it's kind of just starting to cool down. Ophanimon falldown mode isn't really going to be enough, I think, for the format to be with Garamon to really make the deck be broken. So I think she's fine, but I don't think she's going to be competitively viable. So it's just a cool art. Europe side looking like 30, 32s, 38s, Euros wise, pretty quickly. Sukuyamon made a mode. So this card is seeing some little bumps here. Somebody's buying them for 30s. So if you've been sitting on this long enough, maybe list your couple for like $30 and it'll probably move very quickly. I think it's, if you really don't have any interest in playing Sukuyamon, move your product, make some money. Your side looking like 24 to 26, the bumps to 30s. Not many listings as well. Galamon across time, BT12, showing some hype in the last like couple weeks. Galamon has been being pushed, and I think this is just because people are kind of in this notion that Galamon can counter any purple deck. Galamon still has its overall weakness to anything that breeds a removal effect. Galamon is just so easily popped, and that's kind of the big problem here. I think Galamon needs another wave of support, and it'll be good. But I know we have a little while before BT17, so we're just going to have to see. But sitting at $3.50 and climbing, people are willing to pay for this card. So just keep in mind that if you guys have extra in your bulk, just get rid of it. Europe side looking like €1.50, goes right to 3s, to 4s, to almost 5 pretty quickly. The Aboron tokens are seeing some movement in play. Some of these are buying these up in troves. Somebody bought 10 copies. So we're looking at 12s to 13s pretty quickly. Europe side looking like €3 to €5. Dex Duraman Alterar X Record BT09, $13.29 and climbing. This is just because the Duraman deck is quite decent. It had 2 tops in the last couple weeks. So hopefully it shows a more upward trend, and maybe BT17 might actually push this deck to finally being uberly competitive again. Competitive, as we'll say. It was definitely a tier 2/tier 3 deck when it was out, and then that restriction brought it down to being like a tier 4 deck, and then basically we got some support, but this new wave of support definitely brings it a little bit better. So 13s to 15s, yeah, and it's climbing. Europe side, you guys still have a 4s to 5s. You guys are not touching that hype train. Kind of interesting to see that. So Kuon Digital Hazard EX02 just plateaued at $3.50. Europe side looking like €4, €4.11. Okay. Digimon Alterar versus Royal Knights, $14. It goes to 18s pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, Royal Knights are Royal Knights. They're still doing things, so I have no objections on that. Digimon 14s to 15s, which isn't terrible. Then we have Errata Sonata, and this will be the last card we talk about. We're touching 13s to 12s. People are typing up the aboron. The aboron has potential, especially if it has a endgame effect. You want to have the erratas, so you definitely need the erratas. So just make sure you have them. Europe side looking like €3 to 4s to 5s for this box topper. So all in all, that is the market watch, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and you found some cards you're needing to pick up. Maybe something I missed. Let me know down in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. And comment and feedback helps out the video be pushed in the algorithm. We know this for the longest time. So guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!